famous poet. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off, so take a deep breath because this is your moment. But I'm gonna start off with this one because, like how you said, short poems are actually always the greatest. But the one that I wrote is called Don't Give Up on Yourself. They gave up on you because you're not worthy. But don't give up on yourself because you may be valuable to many. Robert M. Drake. Your scars are more than just scars. They represent how strong you are. The times you thought it was the end, but made it out alive. It's called Perfect View. There's times when I hide the things I do, the people who I call family and friends, most of all memories good and bad. There's times when I come out from the woods and I tell that perfect view, I love this. And there's times you are the perfect view. I'm tired of fighting for your love and your trust. The pressure drops me back down over and over and over. Pain in my chest, like the foot of a giant, has taken its toll on me. When will the fighting end? I cannot fight this war anymore. I'm going AWOL.
Wow. Okay, I'm Jennifer Finn, and I'm a member of poetrysoup.com. It's an international community online of poets, and it's free if you want to belong to it. And they have contests that are free to participate in. And this one was for a couplet contest. We had to write 10 sets of rhyming couplets, and the last 4 lines had to have a twist at the end. Shopping for salad. Grandma likes her peppers yellow, for they taste so fresh and mellow. Atop mixed greens, I'll slice in strips, then feta, beets for tangy nips. Her favorite olives in this jar. We'll put the salad right on par, then some walnuts for extra crunch. For my grandma's potluck lunch. At the senior place where she moved, our friends take food, and this we've proved, that though her life may now seem strange, our gatherings don't have to change. We'll still share hugs and talk and laugh, uninterrupted by the staff. I pay, then get my change, cha-ching, as I dream what our friends will bring. But then Gran calls me on the phone. New lockdown, she must eat alone. Friends can't visit her senior place. I must eat this at my home base. Thank you. I got a 3rd place in that contest. And another contest I just entered, I don't know the results yet, is called When I Let One Loose in the Elevator. That has to be one of our lines. When I let one loose in the elevator, it wriggled and slithered and hissed and seemed to eye the passenger's pantyhosed legs. It climbed up one's heel, bore fangs, she screamed. I grabbed it from the screamer's ankle and said, "No fear, just Simon the Snake. He's only come for April Fool's Day. Now see this on-off switch? He's fake." I like to make my audience laugh.
Yeah.
And these poems I just had published in Monterey Poetry Review. Girls at Camp Winning Hands. In this online camp brochure for patients at Shriners Hospital, 10 teen girls pose for a picture. In the summer sunshine, they stand in pink t-shirts with blue and lavender tulle skirts. They smile and laugh, at the same time hiding their stumps of arms and misshapen hands behind their backs or in the folds of their skirts. Except one. She stands in the front row, turned so her missing lower arm is clearly obvious. Posture straight, hip and knee thrust forward, she seems to beam Armor, no armor, world, here I come.
Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you. And this is Mona Lisa Gets Her Mugshot. I stand against the power of a white screen, posing for my passport photo. The man taking the picture tells me not to smile, at least not showing my teeth. So I close my lips, letting them turn up just a tad like I did when I posed for Leonardo that long ago overcast summer afternoon. The man cuts the photo, hands one to me. I laugh. It's like a mugshot, with my hair frizzing in all directions, the oil on my face in full light. Not nearly as flawless as Leonardo made me look, but it's my key to travel down the swirling road in the background of the painting, past the dark trees and pools along it, Paris, Athens, all the countries along the Mediterranean Sea, to the pyramids of Egypt, Israel, Turkey, to the beyond, past this land of sit still and pose.
I'm Veronica Gioli, and my poem is I Don't Want to Die Alone. And I wrote this just in a minute when I was listening to the news and they were talking about the virus and people in the hospitals couldn't have their relatives come and visit with them, and their family was outside the windows. And so I just wrote this down. It's very short. And okay, I don't want to die alone. As time goes by, things change for me. Different things are more important. More things are less important. I don't want to die alone. The sun, the moon are moving too fast. I can't catch up. So much yet to do. Can't finish. Will I ever be finished? I don't want to die alone. At the end, you realize your family is everything and your happiness. Everyone is gone. I don't want to die alone. That's it.
All right, I'm Matt, and I've got a few poems to read. This first one is called Denny's. It's the one place that's always open at 3:46 a.m. when your life has hung itself from the ceiling fan. No matter what time of day you stumble through those smudged glass doors, they've got a tattered green booth waiting just for you. They've got a chocolate shake for every breakup, a soggy pancake tower for every divorce, and a steaming platter of gooey gray country fried steak when you finally decided to end it all. The other diners sag over sticky brown tables, frowning into their lukewarm cheeseburgers. Some sit alone, some sit with one other person, most don't speak, and the ones who do speak quietly. You don't talk to them. You can barely manage your own problems, let alone someone else's. You close your eyes, trying not to look at your meatloaf and tomato sauce as you shovel it down. What you don't know can't hurt you, right? When the check comes, you've got a belly full of black coffee and grease. You remember pride, smiles, laughter. You remember self-respect. You had some at one point, but not tonight, as you stand up, groan, and waddle over to the register.
I can relate to that on Denny's.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Let's do. Okay, I'll do this one next. This one is called How to Become a Poet. First, go to a library or bookstore and read your way through the entire poetry section. Whether it's one shelf or 2 full aisles of books, read everything. Every book, pamphlet, and literary journal, and don't stop reading until you find a poet whose work you'd like to imitate. Study them. Their style, rhythm, voice, word choice, the persona they inhabit, the length of their lines, etc. Then go back home and sit down at your kitchen table with a blank notebook and a bottle of wine. Not because alcohol makes your writing any better, but because it makes you weep, and poetry exists in the space between the teardrops. Think about your exes. Think about your deceased pets. Think about your narcissistic mother and your alcoholic father. Remember the way his belt buckle used to bite into your shoulder. Keep focusing on that agony. Keep it sharp, vivid, and hot in your mind's eye until you're just an inch away from tears. Then grunt, growl, smack your forehead, wipe the teardrops away with the back of your hand. Clean yourself up, you big baby. Take another sweet, stinging hit from that bottle, then pick up your pen and start scribbling. And soon, you too will know the freedom of going out of your mind. The poems will burst from your skull like cannon fire, and soon you won't even need red wine to give yourself permission to feel again. You'll be a pulsing, open vein ready to bleed at the tap of a spacebar. Your poems will howl, pound their chest, and roar at the stars. Your pen will shoot sparks as you carve metaphor, after image, after alliteration into the page. And from that moment forward, you'll be hooked, a twitching, wide-eyed poetry junkie. Neither sex, nor wine, nor hallucinogens can compete with the buzz of creation, and you'll stain dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of innocent white pages with your version of the truth, your unique violation of the rules, and your own personal mutilation of the art.
Wow.
I'll do one more. What do I want to do? Where do I go after that? All right. Let's mellow it out a little bit. This last one is called Me, Poetry, and Some Jazz. When the sky fades to black, I close my eyes and turn on some music, hoping to drown out the silence. My old friend Nat King Cole is here with me this evening, watching the silver moon glow, crooning autumn leaves through tiny laptop speakers. My fingers sink into the keyboard. Now it's just me, poetry, and some jazz. And I don't feel as tough as I pretend to be in the bright blue light of day. Old scabs break open. I miss lovers I thought I'd forgotten years ago. And the weight of solitude crushes my shoulders until I hear the snap of bones above the piano. And all I want is to find a warm woman to kiss these blues away. Because it's hard to write, hard to concentrate, and easy to suffer when the sky fades to black and it's just me, poetry, and some jazz. Sleeping over for the first time. In the darkened bedroom, I lie on my side, tangled, somewhere between the warm, sticky legs of a snoring woman, my right hand resting on her side, rising and falling with every shallow sigh. We're sharing a pillow, face to face, and I'm so close I can smell the stale pepperoni pizza on her breath. She's miraculous, inconceivable. She actually wants me. She wants to breathe my air. She wants my sweat on her sheets, my grease on her pillowcase, my stench on her skin. She wants me beside her while she sleeps. She trusts me. How is that possible? She moans, turns on her side, and pulls the blankets with her. Cold air bites my uncovered skin. I scoot closer. My stomach pulses against her back. She let me enter that body tonight, and now she lets me lie beside it and hide my face in her hair. Oh, jeez. Sorry to get all mushy. Alright. Okay. This one, in one of my earlier poems I did the first round, I mentioned drinking and writing. I feel like that's a phase that a lot of writers go through, especially poets. And I went through my own drinking while writing phase. And this is one I wrote while under the influence, and it's called A Writer's Prayer. Once you get a taste for typing at 1:15 a.m. with a bottle of wine, writing under any other circumstances during any other time of day is unthinkable, especially without alcohol. How am I supposed to know what I believe if alcohol doesn't tell me? Oh, white wine, oh, blessed champagne, show me the light, give me the muse, grant me the strength to acknowledge the feelings I can't admit while sober, the courage to put them on paper, and the wisdom to keep them to myself. Alright, I will finish off with this one. It's called View of Fresno, California from 25,000 feet. Orange and white streetlights spiderweb across a black horizon. From up here, my city looks neon, shimmering. But beneath the lights, it's filthy, and it sneers at the sky through broken gray teeth. The intercom crackles. Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our descent. Time taking us to 23,000 feet. We'll keep west, and from there we'll cruise on down into beautiful Fresno, California. We drop a couple thousand feet. My stomach gets there before I do. My fingers clench the armrest until my knuckles turn pale. I look out the window as stoplights smile their scarlet smiles. Fresno opens its smoggy jaws, twists its black asphalt tongue around United Airlines Flight 6809, and pulls me down into this gaseous, stinking, gunshot-riddled town that I call home. Well, thank you. That's all I have to say for myself.
Very nice.